All right, guys. So, credit and credit building apps. I'll talk to you about a little bit about the three that I've dabbled in. So the first app I've used fully for 1 year now is the Extra debit card. I have a lot of content on that card, about that card, so you can check out the Game and Compute YouTube channel. I'm not sure, but it seems like all of a sudden my comments have been disabled, at least through the app on my cell phone. I was literally just commenting I was replying to some of the comments on using my laptop, and I could view the comments on my laptop, and I barely today, I think maybe a day or two ago, I noticed that video had comments on it, like a lot of comments and a lot of views, like about 3,000 views and about 30 or so comments, which for me, that's a lot, considering that I didn't even know people were paying attention. And they were all, it seemed like there was a very recent one, and then the majority of others were 3 months ago to almost like a year ago, maybe. I only got up to about 5 or 6 months ago, and then I didn't reply more at the moment because it's getting close to 1 a.m. and I wanted to post my update, and so I commented to a bunch of people about my gaming compute podcast, and that's where the updated 1 year review is posted. So I'm kind of directing people back to the podcast because it's easier for me to record podcasts. I already have enough trouble recording and uploading as it is, and I feel like with YouTube, maybe there's not really necessarily more of an audience. It's kind of like similar, but I guess if people like this topic, I'll keep posting about it. It seems like people were saying or are saying that I'm one of the only people who have posted about this topic who's actually used the card. So, because I can't read all the reviews, I'm just going to say all the comments that have the reviews. Like, I tried to just do it while I'm talking right now, and I can't really do it on my phone, and I'm in my bedroom and my laptop's in the living room, and I don't want to go get it. So, I'm just gonna talk about what I remember. Somebody was saying that it's been multiple weeks and their card didn't arrive yet. Another person was saying that member concierge does not respond and they couldn't get the support in a timely fashion. Another person was concerned about, can you cancel the card? And I noticed there was a comment under that, a reply that appeared to be from the Extra card company, from their YouTube channel. Now, it didn't have a blue check mark, so I don't know for sure, but they had the logo, and I also didn't look on their site. But my video is getting a lot of traction. I'm not here to try to lead or mislead anybody. I'm just trying to talk about my own personal experiences with things. But I'm going to recommend, if you guys are interested in this Extra card, you can listen to a lot of my content about it, watch that video about it. If you can see the comments, please read the comments that other people are saying. Somebody was saying, can you cancel the card? It seemed like Extra, the company, replied to that question and said, yes, you can cancel at any time. Someone else replied to that comment that was by Extra, and their reply was it would show as a closed line of credit, like kind of like similar to, if you have a credit card and you close your credit card, or you close the account, it shows as like a closed line. And so this can be impacting. How so? I don't know. I haven't closed mine. And I've also mentioned some issues I was having, like the card seemed like it was getting declined at least 3 times that I can remember at places that I'm sure I've used it before, like at a Ralph's, a Rite Aid, and inside of a Chevron gas station. These are places that I frequent because I live nearby them, and I've used that card in those areas multiple times. And more recently, my most recent uses of that card has shown declined, as well as I went through my use history, and it showed on my Extra card account as well that there was an Amazon purchase. It was probably Amazon Prime. I don't remember what it was that I purchased, but it also showed that the purchase was declined. So that's something to note. And I'm going to ask about it. I haven't asked Member Concierge about this at all. But if I'm paying $8 a month for a card that I can't use, what am I using it for? What is it open for? And if I can't close the account without it reflecting as a negative mark to the credit bureaus when I'm in the process of building my credit, I don't want something to damage it in any way. So I'm going to try to figure this out. Again, I'm not an expert about these things. I've never used another card specifically like this one that's a debit card that reports to the credit bureaus that's connected to my account. I've never used a card that's like that. And I have more information, so if you want to hear more about the Extra card, go ahead and check out my other information. YouTube videos as YouTube channel, as well as the description in the channel and the comments, and the other podcast episodes about credit and about this card specifically. Chime. So I did have a Chime card that I got to set up. I never set up the credit line. So basically, I set up Chime. As a card, I set up Chime, a Chime account. I got the card in the mail. I think I activated the card. It's a debit card, and what you're expected to do, because it is considered like a virtual account, what you're expected to do to get the credit card option to use, you need to set up a direct deposit. It's a few $100s that you need to have minimum direct deposited. At least it was when I first started using it, or trying to use it, or expecting that I might try and use it. So I tried it. But the thing is, I'm with Capital One. I'm happy with Capital One. I was previously with US Bank, but I was like, I don't really like getting charges every month. So I'm with Capital One, and, it's free to use their account, and I didn't. I set up my direct deposit to that from work to my Capital One card account, my credit account. My checking account, not credit, checking account, and my debit card. So I set that up, and things were going good. But I didn't want to talk to my work again to be like, hey, can we do direct deposit to Chime? Like, I was like, I don't really know. Like, I feel like I'm comfortable using accounts that are virtual, especially since the Rona. I realized I don't really go into the bank branch for any reason. I've gone in before for, to talk about a student loan. I've gone in to get a temporary card when I've lost my previous debit card, like misplaced it or something, or maybe dropped it or something like that, to get a temporary card on the spot. This is when I was with US Bank, and I've gone in for money orders, and bank money orders cost a fortune. I think one of my previous housemates was telling me that that Vaughn's does it for like 80 something cents. And again, you have to bring cash of the amount plus the fee for the money order. That's usually cheaper than a bank. I feel like banks range maybe $5 to $15. But sometimes you might need one from a bank. I don't know, I've never seen a reason why somebody would need one from a bank, but maybe sometimes people request it specifically from a bank. I don't really know. I've never had that happen before. Usually a money order is a money order. So, and I've gone to certain liquor stores that I know have money orders for cheap, for like $1 something. 7-Elevens can cost more. Certain places, like certain liquor stores or 7-Elevens, they won't give you the money order after a certain time of evening. So you might run into that. I don't know if it's only those places or banks as well. But yeah, I got very used to not going into banks. So that's why I was considering setting up the Chime credit line by getting direct deposit, but I never did because I only have direct deposit from one job, and I didn't know how to set it up otherwise. And there was another account that people were saying you can use. There's another bank that you're able to use, Charles Schwab. A lot of people reported that you could use Charles Schwab Bank. Charles Schwab. Sorry, I have a hard time saying that. You could use that to set up direct deposit to initiate that use of the line of credit. I'm not sure. Something I'm not sure about. I don't know is what I'm trying to say, because I've never done it and I don't really know. But that seemed to be the consensus, is that there are ways to get around having your work direct deposit. You can have a different account and have that account send money. Now, I've tried twice to wire, I don't know if it was a wire transfer. I think it was a wire transfer from my Capital One account to my Chime card, and both times it didn't work. You may be able to figure out another route that looks like you're paying yourself. I mean, if you have like an LLC or something like that and you have a card connected, you might be able to put I don't know how you put payroll information. I know nothing about that, but you might be able to find a way around it, but I don't really know what that method would be. And there's a card that I'm about to start trying that I just set up. It's called Self.inc. Self.inc. So, let me see. Let me see if I can go into this. It has an app. Now, it says no credit score required to start. It tells you the day that it's updated. I'm just looking at the app itself right now. I have not yet started using this other than setting up the account online, setting up the payment plan that I want to use, and just having my account and looking at the emails they have sent. So that's all I've really done so far. So I'm just going to talk to you about the app. It has 4 tabs at the bottom. There's dashboard, credit builder, self-card, and profile. So the dashboard shows your credit score. Now, the credit score, I'm not going to give my personal details about mine, but the credit score in general that's shown here, it says credit score Experian Vantage Score 3.0 or whatever. I don't know what that means, but this score is about it's actually exactly 20 points higher than my score that shows on my Capital One credit score portion. It tells you the day that it was updated. For me right now, it says May 26th of 2022. Change to date. Mine so far says no change because I just opened it. I haven't even had a chance yet to make my first payment. So it tells me my top credit factors. And so it tells you specifically what are top things impacting your credit. So it can look at a lot of different things, like how if your credit is too recent, that can be an issue, as we know. You know, it can help to have revolving lines of credit. Real estate accounts, not having delinquent or derogatory accounts. Those types of things are gonna impact your score. Having older accounts is more helpful. It says, why is my credit score different elsewhere? Seeing different credit scores on different sites. Here are some common reasons that may happen. The scores are from different dates. The scores were calculated using different scoring models. The information in your credit reports varies among credit bureaus. It says to learn why. It has a whole section about, when you click that, it has a whole lot of stuff about different types of credit scores and why they matter. There's a whole article. It says you may have dozens of credit scores out there. There's not like a standard score. And some scores, this is the part I did know, is that they're specific to the different credit rating bureaus, and each credit bureau uses different credit scoring models. And then also some credit scoring models are specific to certain types of maybe loans or certain types of ways that you're getting money. It says, let's start with the 3 credit rating agencies: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. It says each of them receives different information from your creditors. So one credit card might send it to one place versus if you have a private student loan, it might be reported somewhere else, and so on. It mentions you could use Credit Karma to check your score. It says there won't be a major difference. To me, a 20-point difference is a big difference. And especially because I'm trying to review the Extra, the card that's called Extra. I'm trying to review that card. And so it's like in a lot of my recordings, I'm saying I had a 50-point increase, but according to this app, it would be a 70-point increase. So it's a little bit hard to know. Let's see. I mean, I'm not really trying to read this whole thing. I'm just scrolling. It's a really long article, so I don't know. So it talks about Vantage. So it says Vantage Score 4.0 began rolling out in the fall of 2017. It ignores unpaid medical collections and a consumer's credit report, giving insurance companies more time to make payments. Also, tax liens, judgments are less important to your credit score than they were under Vantage Score 3.0. So mine seems to be under Vantage Score 3.0 and not 4.0. I'm hearing a lot more information out there about this newer information. I don't know if it's newer, if it's from 2017, but I've barely heard about it within the last month about credit scores and the what did they call it? Ignoring unpaid medical collections, giving people more time. I don't remember the exact details that I heard because it didn't really apply to me, fortunately, so I didn't really pay as much attention at the moment because I was busy doing other things. So let's go back to the app because I feel like I'm getting way off track looking at that article. So that's what's in the dashboard. That article about learning why your credit score may be different elsewhere is the last thing on, at least on my dashboard, is the last thing on there. The next tab over talks about Credit Builder. Within that, it has, at the top, it has your account number, it has details, statements, and documents. Now, when I click details, there's a lot of details. It has an overview, and it says you can click it for more details. And when I click that, it has information about because this is considered a CD account. And so the way I have it set up is that, well, basically it says I have a loan number, I have a CD number, I have an account status which says active. It says I opened this on May 25 of 2022, which I think is accurate. It says currently due. I have it set for $48 payments. It says remaining principal. I have it set. It says $539. And issuing bank is called South State Bank, NA. So that's what's under more details, under that details tab. For the overview, for current savings, because I just opened it like a couple days ago, and I'm not able to start making payments until earliest June 1st of 2022. So I can't even do anything to alter any of this at the moment because it's brand new for me. So current savings, it says $0, 0% complete, because I just opened it and I can't do anything. I actually tried earlier today to see if I could make a $100 payment today. And it's saying that, I can't do anything at least till June 1st. Now, I think I mentioned before of the other reviews and stuff that I've been of the other reviews I've read. I think someone was recommending, paying 2 weeks in advance. Someone else was recommending, I guess the person who said that they paid 2 weeks in advance seemed to think that contributed to their score going higher faster. I do not know. I only know one other person who's used this card that said their score increased about 30 points in the first month they used it. And I don't know. I think they had like a score in about the 500 range. It wasn't closer to 600. It was closer to like 500 something. I can't remember the exact number. And then, so for me, it says my next payment due is going to be $48 on June 25th. It says term end date, May 25th of 2023. I have auto pay on. It says on for June 25, and then I can go into it and I can set auto pay. I can change things on there. It says auto pay is on. It says it's connected to my Capital One account. Payment history. So it charged an administrative fee. So there's an initial fee. It still says pending for May 25, 2022 of $9. When I click on see all, it doesn't have any more payment information on there. It says no more payments because it's brand new, so there's really nothing on there yet. Payout settings is the next section under there, and it gives me my Capital One information. When my loan completes, start my payout. So it says there's a fee if I select to have my payout from the CD early. There's going to be 13 cents fee, 13 cents. So it says, if selected, your payout process will begin once you make your last loan payment. And then it has a button that says make a payment, which I can't do because it won't let me. So at the top of, we're still in that credit builder tab, that second tab at the bottom. If I go to that middle section that says statements at the top, that middle button at the top, it says credit builder account statements. You have no statements available at this time. Again, I just opened this card. Then documents, it says view my account documents, and then there's an arrow to click, and it basically has that whole agreement that you sign and all the like information and everything. So basically, yeah. So then I go back to the bottom of this app and I choose self card to look at that. So there is an option to eventually get what is called a self Visa credit card. So there's about an eligibility at the top related to this. So it says your path to a credit card starts here. The Self Visa credit card is designed for building credit with responsible use. It has the basics and it has all this information. You can scroll right on the bottom of that same page. It says why open one. Adding a secured credit card to your credit history is a great way to increase your credit line and build credit. Number 2, no hard pull on your credit. Once you're eligible, you can order the self card without a hard pull or hard credit pull. 3, choose your starting limit. You decide how much of your credit builder savings, $100 plus, is used to secure your limit. And then 4, grow your credit limit. Build your limit over time using additional savings from your credit builder account. Now, from what I saw, this account looked kind of strange to me. I've never seen anything like this before. Like, I'm just getting really curious about these cards because they're really kind of interesting. And apparently they work. I just want to try it because I've tried the other card. I tried Extra, and I wanted to try Chime, but it just seemed like it wasn't really for me as far as the direct deposit, because I didn't want my direct deposit to go from my work to that card, especially because it's like it's not that I don't trust it, it's just I just prefer to have Capital One, especially because it's like a major bank, and I don't want any holdups with anything. I'm not saying Chime isn't good. I'm just saying, there was a lot that I was just kind of like, I'm a little weary about putting all my, major paycheck into a card that I didn't really know much about it. And I'm kind of just like testing it. And I'm like, I don't know if I want all my money linked to that. So I used Extra instead because it was kind of a little less of a hassle. Because, I don't know, everyone has their preferences, right? So anyways, under my eligibility for this, Self Visa credit card, it says get the Self Visa credit card to build your credit, meet the following criteria with your credit builder account to get access. So 3 monthly on-time payments, and it has a couple asterisks. I can't say that word. It says you haven't made one just yet, and it has like a little wheel that shows like your progress. I just have one little dot on that wheel, and it's gonna show me monthly how things are like getting closer to time when I can actually be eligible. And it says $100 savings progress. Make a payment today to get started. Again, I can't make a payment today, but I want to try first to make a $100 payment, even though mine's set for $48. I can pay it all off right now if I really wanted to, but I'm just not. I want to like play with it for at least a little bit. I'm gonna use it for 3 months and see kind of how it really works. So June, July, August, I'll see what happens after that. Your account must be in good standing. I mean, my account isn't even fully set up. I mean, it kind of is, but like I mentioned, that $9 fee that they charge you to set things up is not even, I have a $9 fee that's not even started yet, subject to change. It says payments may take up to 5 business days to be reflected, and it says not including interest payments. So these are where the asterisks were mentioned. And then the last tab at the bottom for profile, it has my name, my email, my phone number. I guess up above that, it has profile, and then need help. It has a chat box that you can start using if you use that button. I haven't needed to use it yet, or haven't tried yet. So email, phone, it has personal details, email, phone, password. And it shows them when I click the arrow. It says home and mailing address, and it shows them when I click the arrow. It says my mailing address is different, and you can click that toggle, and it gives you space to write your mailing address if it's different from your from the address listed. And then monthly income. It says, I haven't put anything in there yet, but it says your income information helps us consider you for future unsecured credit limit increases and to better serve your credit needs. Let me see. I guess maybe I could update my monthly income. My monthly income is finally about to be the same every month, because all this time that I've been working at this job site, I've been getting paid on the 10th and 25th of every month, twice a month. And now we're going to start getting paid every other Friday. So now the checks are pretty much going to be the same every month for the most part. So that's something different that's about to start happening. So it will reflect differently. And then it has payment methods. You can add a new payment method. Like I mentioned, I have Capital One, so that's my payment method. It has account details, documents, and legal. And it has security. You can use Face ID or not. And then it has refer a friend, payout method. So I guess if you want to pay out, one way to get a payout is to refer a friend. I don't really know. Like that, it's kind of worded strangely. Okay, when I click it, I don't really understand this part actually. I don't really know. I guess it's just saying, that you can get your payout information to your bank, or you can add a different bank account, or choose to get a check by mail. I don't really know why it says refer a friend payout method. Maybe it's because it's like 1 a.m. that I'm not understanding what that means, but it just didn't make too much sense to me. So basically, the way I signed up for this card, I went to Self.inc. I completed the online application. Basically, it just asks you for your general information. So this website, it does claim that you do not need, that you do not need a credit score already to be able to use this app. So it says build credit, save money, no credit, need to build credit, no problem. And so it has login ability where you can create a login. And then it has the app stores where you can download the app, and it mentions how it works. So you have to just keep scrolling down if you're on the mobile app. And again, I'm talking about all this from the mobile app perspective. I'm not on a laptop. I'm on my cell phone. I have iPhone. And so it says how it works. Build credit while saving money, starting at $25. Then it has a carrot per month, starting at $25 per month. So let's see what the carrot includes. Wow, this is long. It's a long article. So the carrot information says sample products. So this is all the way down at the very bottom after I scrolled all the way down. It says sample products, a loan with a $25 month payment, 24-month term with a $9 admin fee at a 15.92% annual percentage rate with a finance charge of $89. So these are the sample products that they have available. Another one, they have the option to set up so basically they all have a $9 admin fee. So this next one says, I lost my place. It says, percentage finance. Sorry, I lost my place. $9 fee, annual percentage rate with a finance charge of $89. So the next one, you could have a loan of $35 instead of $25, over another 24-month term with a $9 admin fee at 15.97% APR with a finance charge of $125. You can have a loan with it. This is the one I chose, I think. A loan with a $48 month payment, 12-month term, $9 admin fee, 15.65 APR with a finance charge of $46. And lastly, you can have a $150 a month payment for 12-month term with a $9 admin fee at 15.91% APR with a finance charge of $146. It says to refer to Self.inc/pricing for the most recent pricing options. So that sounds about right. And when you were opening your account, it gives you that information. Let's see. So it says how it works. Build credit while saving money, starting at whatever per month. And then it has these 4 steps. It says apply for a credit builder account. It says pay off your credit builder account in the specified amount of time. Each on-time monthly payment builds credit history and adds to your savings. Unlock your savings. It says once you've paid off your credit builder account, your CD unlocks and the money is yours minus fees and interest. So basically, you basically take out a loan on yourself and repay it to build your credit. And mind you, where it says each on-time monthly payment builds credit history, That doesn't necessarily mean that each on-time payment is going to increase your score. So, pay close attention to the wording. I know some people out there, are really in need of certain things, and it's easy to kind of overlook stuff. Just pay close attention to the wording. You don't want to get involved in something that you think is something that it's not. It says there's no hard pull when you're applying. It says you can automate payments, track your credit score, how it changes over time at no extra cost, reports to all 3 bureaus, cancel anytime. It says we know making payments isn't always easy. That's why you can cancel at any time and get your savings progress back, minus interest and fees. Then it has a button to get started. It says where it's featured. Then it starts talking again about this Self.inc credit card. It has all the rate information listed. What does it cost? It has the 4 types of plans that you can use. You would pick one of those plans if you want to actually start using it. A lot of this information is repetitive, but I'm trying to go through it all. It says you can have no credit history, and you can use it to build your credit, and it keeps showing these screenshots of cell phones with a 620 credit score, and they're not even screenshots, they're they just are pictures that look like a cell phone, but they're not real people's info. It doesn't look like the real app. It doesn't have anybody's information on it. And it shows all the information I was explaining, but it's more filled in than mine is because I haven't done anything on it yet because it won't let me until June 1st. And then it says payment history makes up to 35% of your credit score. It says Self can help by opening a credit builder account and making your monthly payments on time. You can build positive payment history. Learn how it works in 1 minute. It has a 32-second video, and then it has reviews. I don't know if these are real reviews or what. It says they're from Shopper approved. It says from 1,031 ratings from actual customers. So you might want to check if that actually changes or not, because I don't really know. So it says this really works and pretty quick too. Score jumped up 118 points in 4 months. They don't give you any other details about how this Cynthia C person did that or what plan she used or how she paid, when she paid. It doesn't say anything else. This Debbie G person says, love this program and this app. In 8 months, my credit went up 109 points. Super happy and can't wait to renew once the first year is up. This person's called Neil M. I recently moved to the States and had no established credit. Using this service along with 2 prepaid credit cards, my score went from a 4, not 400, 4, single digit 4, to 710 in 9 months. That has other reviews you can read. I'm not going to read every review. It says it's convenient and available in all 50 states. And it puts you on a path to a secured credit card. So in about 3 months, it's claiming that in about 3 months you should be able to get to the credit card. And again, I haven't even started. I haven't even made my first payment. I tried to make the first payment today, and it won't even let me because it says it's not June 1st yet, and it's not available till June 1st for me to pay anything. So I couldn't do anything with it. My stuff is still a little bit pending, but that's kind of how it looks from the very tip top, from the very start. Wow, this is a lot longer than I thought it would be. That's why I'm so tired. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm gonna go to bed. But hopefully this content is helpful, and thanks for listening.